All right, so I have been purchasing quite a few more tapes. Some of these I got for free. Um, so I just got this today. This is a beta of Westworld, which is a absolutely fantastic kind of sci-fi Western movie with Western robots, and it's kind of like a I don't want to give it away, but if you've never seen Westworld, check it out. It's a good one. I'd love to find that on VHS. It's definitely I don't have that yet on VHS. So yeah, I got this today for $1. That's cool. So over here, all of these I got for free from a friend that does storage units, and he had some tapes that he just offered me to give to me if I wanted them. And the cool thing is, these are all sealed. Um, it's kind of hard to say, not all sealed, but a lot of them are sealed. These three are sealed. We have 2 copies of Cinderella and a copy of Snow White, sealed. You know, there's rumors that Disney tapes sealed are can be worth a lot of money, but I don't know how true that is. It looks like, depending on how bad somebody wants it, it might be worth more. And then Wizard of Oz, sealed. And yeah, there's Dorothy. Wizard of Oz. Cool. Alright. What else did I get for free? Time Machine, sealed. Great movie. I almost want to open this and watch it. I probably will. I'd like to avoid streaming as much as possible. It's just so easy, and sometimes it's more fun to like only watch what you find. I don't know. I'd like to just, do that more often. But check this out. So Vertigo. Now that looks like a reseal. It's hard to say because it's definitely not the first release, but that's cool. Great movie. And we got a little, some oldies here. This one's open. Road to Bali. I grew up with these. Bing Crosby and Bob Hope. Used to love watching those when I was younger. Oh yeah, a couple copies of Road to Bali. This one's sealed. Look at that. Alright. South Pacific. Okay, we'll get through these ones because I know these aren't that interesting. But these were free, so these were the some of the cooler ones that were offered. So I grabbed these ones. Another copy, Wizard of Oz, sealed. Abbott and Costello meets Jekyll and Hyde. See, that's cool. I should put that with my horror. We got the Birds, 2, sealed. Kind of sealed. All right, now let's move on to some I paid a little bit for. I haven't really paid any more than $1 a piece. Oops, that's not right. Okay, hold on. We'll deal with those later. All right. Now I bought a bunch of tapes. I didn't even know what exactly was in them, but there was about 100 tapes. A lot of them didn't have covers, but I got them for $20. And I could see a couple that looked cool, so I just kind of like took the, took the gamble. And okay, so wait, these were from Goodwill that I got for $1. Actually, these ones. We'll go back to my other story of the $20 purchase, but that was cool. I couldn't pass that up. First Men in the Moon. Maybe I'll watch that. I'll watch that tonight. Okay. This is weird. The there's like a lot of these. Monsters, The Fever Man, One Wolf's Family, but there's a couple other ones. I don't know a lot about these. I should probably watch that. I had another copy of Motel Hell, so now I have 2 copies of Motel Hell. Yeah. There we go. That. I don't know what this movie is. In the Mouth of Madness. It's a John Carpenter movie. But definitely I would buy most any John Carpenter for $1. Hellraiser, it's a little rough, but for $1 again. These I didn't look at the. Somebody put their initials on that one. Alright. Put that in here. And then Edward Scissorhands. It's not a very clean copy, but this is, you don't see this one very often. So I decided to pick it up, for a watching copy, and then, I'll lot it at some point, sell it. Alright, so these are the ones starting from Mad Max over that I got with the lot of like 100 tapes. So all of these here were the keepers. We got Mad Max, Beyond Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, Halloween 4, which is cool. That's kind of a rare one. This is Bloody Wednesday. That's one I could see in the pictures, and it looked like, it looked funky. And The Collector, I'm not too sure about this movie, but it looked interesting. Quest for Fire. What was this one? I grabbed this. It was, just not one I was going to leave. I definitely grabbed some that, seemed cool for the lot, from the lot. So this is a copy of Evil Dead without the cover. Copy of the Batman movie in the clamshell. I thought that was kind of interesting. You don't see this one very often. So, that's cool. Isn't this the one where Batman, doesn't he fall in love with Catwoman? I think so. I think this is like, he falls in love with Catwoman. Alright, what else here? So these are still all the ones from the lot of 100. Which turned out to be okay. I mean, I paid $20, and basically I got about, a little over 20 tapes that a lot of them I'd pay $1 for. Certain the Rainbow, that's cool. American Werewolf in London, Misery, Rob Zombie film, House of the Corpses, Dune, Philadelphia Experiment is cool. I like that movie a lot. Road Warrior, of course, which I've wanted a copy of that again. Blade Runner, Escape from the KGB, and Showgirls. That's a weird movie. I just found out that that's like a weird cult classic. I'd never watched it before, and I started to watch it, and it was like, whoa, okay, this is pretty interesting. Yeah, so I gotta watch the rest of that. I mean, here we go. Yep, I grew up in the 70s. I wasn't very old in the 70s, but I totally remember the disco madness. Showgirls, yeah, it's known as a weird cult classic. I didn't really realize that. Starship Troopers, another really great movie. I haven't watched this for a long time, but it was really good back when it came out. I think Bruce originally got a copy of it, and then we watched it probably multiple times. Dusk Till Dawn. I really like the first like half hour of this. And it starts to get too insane at one point. It's kind of like, okay, it's a little too much. But the whole like beginning of this movie is pretty good. Of course, I couldn't pass that up. I mean, Star Wars trilogy. Yeah. And a few more. Here, I can't remember where I stopped. Okay, yeah, here we go. So this was sealed, and something like this I'd pick up for $1. It's just such a great movie. I couldn't pass that up. And I think you've seen, yeah, Jaws. Everything up here you guys have seen. Queen. Legend. I did get Legend recently. And 2 copies of Motel Hell now. So, and Candyman. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's about it for the VHS. Yeah, so I am now addicted to finding unique VHS. I'm really being pretty picky. I think that if I get them for free, great. But if not, I'm trying to just focus pretty much on horror, sci-fi, kind of the mixed sci-fi horror genres, and also just if there's like a weird movie that I just want to see, that's just something cool that, or like a condition. If it's like sealed and it's a really great movie, I'm gonna start buying them. Like something like The Princess Bride. If it's sealed and like maybe an older copy or something, I'll definitely buy that. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching.